Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard for Autotrader.ca, and today it is all about my top tips to set yourself up for safe and comfortable long distance driving. Now, these are just tips that I've found have worked consistently well for me over the years on days where I'm going to spend 6 or 8 or 12 hours at the wheel. And if you've got your own, please share them down in the comments section below. So a lot of this just deals with managing eye strain, fatigue, energy levels, and alertness throughout the course of a day at the wheel. And the real key here is that what you want for a long day of driving is for your energy levels to be consistent. So my very best tip right here on my face, you should be wearing a good quality set of driving glasses at all times while you're driving during the day. It's not the set that you can find for $13 at your local hardware store. At that price, you're just not getting a good quality lens. Now, I like the Oakleys. There are dozens of other brands that'll do the job too. Polarized lenses are great if it's in the budget. They cut a lot of the reflection from snow and ice and puddles and so on, but don't get too hung up on it. Some of my favorite driving glasses are polarized and others are not. And ideally, when you're shopping, you want a set that has a fairly thin arm on the side like this, because the thicker the arm when you're driving, the more of your peripheral vision is blocked during a lane change check. If you're on the fence because a good set of driving glasses can run a couple of $100, that you'll probably appreciate these the most at night when you take them off after a long day of driving. When you wear a quality set of driving glasses all day, you instantly reduce the workload on your eyes. You're doing less squinting and straining to see details far up the road. And so when you take these off at night, your eyes are so much more fresh and alert for longer into a late night drive. It's remarkable the difference that a quality set of driving glasses can make to your nighttime vision comfort if you've been wearing them all day. And so my next tip also deals with eye strain, but in a different way, and it relates to screen time, and that is whether it's from your TV, your smartphone, your tablet, your e-reader, your desktop computer, or whatever. So personally, I've adopted a strict zero screen time policy after supper on evenings prior to spending a full day on the road. That means no Facebook, no binge watching Game of Thrones, no playing Titanfall 2 on my Xbox, none of that. And the reason why is that there is a consistent relationship between the amount of time I spend in front of a screen right before bed and my vision comfort the following day. And so what I find consistently is that when I give my eyes a 3 or 4 hour break from any form of screen time, that I'm able to get up more easily the next morning. My eyes are fresher and more alert and sort of kicked into action earlier on in the morning, and that they're more comfortable throughout the course of a day. So give that a try. You'll probably find the same thing. If you're someone like me who's typically looking at some form of a screen or another right up until bedtime, this can make a huge difference. So let's talk snacks. We all eat too much sugar, we know that. And if you're going to be spending a day at the wheel, then that can be an even bigger problem. So chocolate, gummy bears, juice, pop, candy, these all contain sugar. And there's also simple carbohydrates in things like crackers, pizza, bread. Think white flour, which your body rapidly turns into a form of sugar as well. And the problem is that sugar is very quickly released into your bloodstream, so you get this big spike of energy, and then you get the sugar crash after, where you're probably even more tired than when you started. So sugar spike, then sugar crash. Your energy level goes up, and then it falls back down, and that's not what we want. We want our energy levels to be consistent if we're driving throughout the course of the day. And you can take control over that a little bit by choosing the right snacks for the drive. Now, ideally, what you want is snacks that slow digestion down, and what that looks like is snacks that have higher levels of protein and higher levels of fiber, both of which slow down the digestive process. And so what that means is that the sugar is released more slow and steady into your bloodstream rather than all at once and then nothing. And so this is one of my favorite snacks right here. It's the Cliff Bar. Not the healthiest snack by some regards, but as energy bars go, actually pretty good. It's got sugar in it, so you get that instant boost of energy, but also this has a lot of fiber and a lot of protein, so it takes a while for your stomach to break it down, which means you get an instant sort of boost of energy, and then that stays on for a while. They're also fairly filling too. Another one I like is lentil soup, because one can is less than $1. There's no sugar, and it's full of complex carbs with lots of protein and fiber and vitamins, which means that this will take a good while to digest, keeping energy levels more steady. Let me introduce you to one of the loves of my life, coffee. Damn. Now, I write for a living, which means that I love coffee and I take coffee very, very seriously. But on a full day at the wheel, I'm going to have one when I get up and maybe one an hour later, and that's it. And then if I want like 5 more coffees in the evening, which is likely, then I will have them, but once the day's driving is done. So obviously drinking too much coffee means that you have to pee more often. Hey, am I allowed to say pee on YouTube? Okay, sweet, thanks. Yes, means that you have to pee more often, but there's a bigger problem as well, and that is that coffee is a diuretic, which means that it dehydrates you. And when you're dehydrated, there are negative implications on certain processes going on in your body, including the ability of your digestive system to properly process certain nutrients that may help regulate your energy levels. So while coffee can perk you up and make you feel more alert, having too much of it can have the opposite effect. And so my best advice then is just a coffee or 2 in the morning and then a big old Nalgene full of water for the rest of the day while you're at the wheel. Shoot, I'm not very good at anything. Well, that's all I've got for this time. I hope you found that video to be informative and useful. And until next time, take care and drive safe.